All right. Hello, everyone. This is a little bit of an XCP review because some of you need it. So, blue is for anterior. If I positioned everything correctly and I look through the ring, I can see all of the stabe. Ignore the paper that's on there. But I see all of the stabe. So, if I'm taking maxillary, it is in the up position like this. If I'm taking mandibular, the only thing you do is flip it to where it's facing down. That's it. You don't change the ring. You don't change the bite block. Nothing changes. Just flip it upside down. Maxillary, mandibular. All right, that's it. There's Bowser. Say hi, Bowser. Bowser maxillary, mandibular, right? All right, cute dog for distraction. I'm going to move to bite wings next because this one also doesn't change. One thing I want to say about anterior, please note that this goes up and down for the vertical position that it is. This, you slide your film or your sensor in sideways, it is horizontal. The only time you take vertical bite wings is if you know that you have a patient with perio, okay? Our patients, our dexters, we are not assuming have perio, so we're always taking the film horizontal, all right? But again, flag faces away from you, the opening faces away from you. When I look through the ring, I see all of the stabe again. And so this would be for coming in the left side, and then I flip it over for the right side. Okay, that's all you're doing. Nothing changes. Cord comes out of the mouth. So right side, boop, left side. Not taking off any of the stabe, not taking off the ring, not removing the sensor from the block. Just one side versus the other. Flip, flip. Just like maxillary, mandibular. Right, left. Okay? Oh, sorry, left. I got dumb for a minute. I apologize. Okay, now, what I have here are two bite blocks. Bowser. Sorry. So, two bite blocks. You can see they're set up for two different sides because I made the goalpost, right? So, for most of you, you only have one in your kit. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can make this stand up. Oh, yay, look at that. So, if I want this one to look like this one, right? I have to flip it over so the ring is facing the same way. What do I notice? I'm going to have to switch my bite block around, right? So I'm doing that first. Oops. Okay. So now those are the same, but what's wrong with my ring? Hang on, let me lift it up just a little bit. Okay, so if I'm looking through the ring, I'm cutting part of it off, right? So I have to flip my ring over. And I'm going to do that here for you now. So all I'm going to do is just flip. Boop. And now these two are set up exactly the same. All right? So if you only have one stabe, this one would be for the left side because we always want the bar pointing out of the mouth. and it's set for maxillary because I'm farthest away from the back of the stabe. So now if I needed to take on the patient's right side, I know that I have to flip the bar over, and I'm going to flip the stabe. I'm putting it in the holes on the outside. Go in there. There we go. And now when I check the ring, it's not right. So all I do is flip it over and slide it on. And now I can see all of my stabe again. All right. If we're going to mandibular, what works for the maxillary right works for the mandibular left. But the one thing that I have to change is I have to break the stabe, meaning instead of being in these holes out here, I'm coming to the hole that's closest. Because remember, for mandibular, we come in the holes that are closer. So it's in these holes, okay? And I can still see all of my stabe. So this is for posterior mandibular left. If I need to set it up for the right side, I know that I'm going to have to flip it over. And that's not mandibular anymore. That's maxillary. So I have to point that bite block down. And again, holes closest to the back of the stabe. Push it in there. Oh, boop. There we go. I put it in the stabe, sorry. All right. But now when I look through that, do you see how I'm cutting off part of the stabe? So once again, all I'm doing is popping this ring off. And now I can see all of the stabe. So to review, yellow is posterior. Blue is anterior. Red is bite wings. Red and blue, once you set it up, you do not change it. You're just flipping it from one way to the other. Right, left, right? Okay, so this is my left side. This would be my right side. Doot. Flip, 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 flip. This is the one that changes. Closest to the back of the stabe is mandibular, and it would be facing down. Okay. If it's facing up, it's maxillary, and we have to be in the holes farthest away from the back of the stabe to allow room for the angulation. And you always check to make sure you see all of the stabe, all of that, right, in your ring. If you don't, if you only see half of it, you have to flip your ring over because you're going to get a cone cut. All right. So there, that's 9-minute video on your XCP. You need to review this if you're having issues. And once again, Bowser, say hello. Speak. Do you want to go out? Yeah? Oh, all right. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Okay, you're going to jump. All right. I hope you enjoyed this review. Bye.